Hi, thanks for tuning in today. Today I wanted to mention a change that has occurred in the TR project. In fact, we're going to have to come up with a different name other than the TR project. So, as you know, I had announced an idea about launching a Textus Receptus project. I had several goals that I had in mind, and several people became interested in that project and have come on board. We have changed how we're going to do the project now. We're still hoping that the main points will be preserved. However, the body of this text will no longer be a Textus Receptus proper. We are changing this to a base text, which is based on the work of Robinson and Pierpont, which is a Byzantine text, but it does not include some of the readings from the TR that were thought by Robinson Pierpont to not belong to the original text. This would include texts like the Comma Johanneum. However, all of those readings will be preserved in the apparatus. So a Byzantine text, such as the Robinson Pierpont text, is very similar to a Textus Receptus. However, there are some readings in the Robinson Pierpont text that will differ from a TR, but we are going to show those in the apparatus. What's happened is that we received some feedback even from one of the leading voices in the TR camp, Dr. Jeff Riddle, and I respect Dr. Riddle and I value his input, and so we took it seriously when he suggested that we maybe not do a TR project. And the reason for that is some of you will know that I lean closer to a Byzantine priority perspective than I do a TR perspective. Dwayne Green, one of the other people who've come alongside in this project, is also closer to a Byzantine priority perspective. And so the feedback that we'd received from Dr. Riddle was that, maybe we should try to do more of a majority text position. Now, that's not the only reason we changed. I also began to feel a little bit of hesitancy because I would be effectively putting into print a text in the main body that contained readings which I really honestly felt were not correct. And this is not to attack anybody or to launch any bombs or anything on other camps or sides, but it's just something that I become hesitant about. Well, about this time, we had, I guess it was, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, someone had reached out, and Adam Boyd, I say he'd reached out, I think Dwayne had actually reached out to him. And he has a project that is very similar to what we wanted to do with the TR, based on the Robinson Pierpont text. So hopefully soon we will be showing you some images of this text and working hopefully with a publisher to get this put into print. We're still hoping to have a wide margin edition with a good textual apparatus. In fact, the textual apparatus will show variants in it that which are not even shown in the Nestle-Aland text. There's some people who think that the Nestle-Aland text is exhaustive in its apparatus. It's not. So we'll have variants that aren't even listed in the Textus. In the Nestle-Aland text. We'll have variants that hardly any other edition has ever really taken note of. There have been a few, but we want to have a very good apparatus. As I said, wide margins. Again, no profit margins. We want a good sewn binding. And one of the wonderful things about this is that Adam Boyd, who's been working on this project, has agreed to allow all of this work to go freely into the public domain. Now, what's going to happen, though, is we have to be able to print at least 1,000 copies of this to make it feasible to get the nice sewn binding. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to come up with the funding for that. Again, we're not trying to make any money on this. All of the work that's gone into it is being offered freely to all without any hesitancy. But just to get it bound and printed, that's going to be a cost. And so trying to figure out how to cover that. Obviously, people could pre-order and pay ahead of time. I'm not sure how we get that done yet. So that's one of the things we've got to work out. I'm not sure the exact number on this. I'll be in contact with a publisher trying to figure out what the final cost is going to be on something like this. But to be honest with you, the bulk of the work is already done. We are at the tweaking stage now, and most of this work has been done by Jeff Dotson and Adam Boyd. If you don't know, Jeff Dotson has put another work out that's a Byzantine Reader's Edition, which is really cool. And he's released that into the public domain as well. I'll leave a link for it in the description, but I appreciate the work of these men. I just wanted to give you an update on where the project stood.